What's going on, everybody? It's Arsenal versus Lens. How's everybody doing? Let me take this off for a second so we can see the clean sheet and the team sheet and Gary's big smile. I think with his pet and his son. So we've got the Gooner family as always. Gary, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
good,
you're on
mate.
mute, I think. Yep.
Yeah, I'm good. Looking
Excellent.
forward to the game today.
Yeah, let's quickly go through the team sheet. It's Raya in goal, which is again, it's not a surprise. He started the last Champions League game, so it's like Ramsdale's not going to get as much games as we thought he did. But look, it's a game like this in this magnitude, and you've got to put your best players out. And at the moment, he's number one. Tomiyasu. Now, this is a good call, Gary, because I think that Ben White has been needing a rest for a while. This is actually a really good replacement in here for Mikel.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
he's gone with the two bookends there, Saliba and Gabriel. Then Zinchenko. I thought Zinchenko might have got a rest tonight because you're going to want him to play against Man City, so you don't want anything happening today. Also, by the way, guys, there is a 6-day rest against City. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 5-day rest for Manchester City, so it's not drastic. They have plenty of time to rest and recuperate. So it's not having a game on a Tuesday is actually pretty good. Consider, guys, last season we were playing on Thursday and then we were playing on Sunday. So I don't think today's anything that's desperate to go by. And then we've got Rice, Odegaard, and Havertz. We're going to have to wait for that Rice, Odegaard, and Thomas Partey midfield, which we've all been longing for. So,
That
and then
comes
we've got
Sunday.
yep. And then we've got Saka, who, again, because it's a Champions League game, I understand that they want to play him, but I would have gone with Reece Nelson, and then I would have brought Saka on after 60 minutes. Then Trossard is on the left. Jesus is up front. What's your thoughts on the team sheet, Gary?
Yeah, pleased to see Ben White get a little rest because, I say, in the midweek Carabao Cup, he was out on his feet, weren't he? Yeah, so happy with Tomiyasu. As I say, the team really picks itself. Raya gets a nod again. I think he's now obviously the number one for Premier League and Champions League. I think Ramsdale will get the Cups, FA and Carabao. Just would like to see Saka given a bit of a break, to be honest. I don't want him aggravating an injury and missing the City game. I'd rather have him playing against City. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely. So, Mikel Arteta, we kind of missed what he said before the game. He says it's a huge challenge. He was impressed with what they did last season. And obviously he's saying that we're more aware of how good they are. They press heavy. They're a really good side at home. And it's a big test for us. Overall, sorry, guys, I was going to do a preview for this game, but I just got so busy and I get bogged down. So, unfortunately, I couldn't make that happen. Shout out to Victor. Victor's going, how you doing, guys? Yeah, we're doing good, man. We're doing good, Victor. Blessings to you. And for you, Emerson, blessings to you as well. Says, good evening, Apollo and Gary. Apollo letting your guard down by not wearing our third choice. Yeah, no, I didn't even buy that top. I didn't even buy that travesty, bro. I've got every single Arsenal top going. I was never in a million years, Emerson, going to buy that green jersey. I just don't like, as much as I love the yellow Islington, and a lot of people don't like it, it's as much as I dislike the green one, and a lot of people like it. So I'm not part of the
See, I,
herd on
I
that
love
one.
this. I love this kit when I was a kid, when in 83, 84. I loved it then,
Yeah,
and it come back out. I bought it this one before the Islington one.
yeah. I know you were a big fan of this one. Yeah, this one my jam, unfortunately, Emerson. So I've gone for the turquoise training top of last season. I've been wearing this all day, to be honest with you. I worked at home for work today, and I was actually going to change and put on my Islington top, and I was just running so late. I haven't even had dinner yet. Me and Gary were laughing because I've got two cherry bakewells to keep me happy for the game. So yeah, so shout out to all of you, like, guys. Shout out to everybody. So, guys, they're about to kick off. Yeah, and look, you guys know me, I'm humble, man. I never take anything easy and never take anything for granted when it comes to Champions League. Gary, did you spot something there?
Yeah, the Lens fans with all the flares and everything, yellow and red smoke in
It's crazy.
the crowd.
It's crazy. We know that that is illegal in the Champions League, but the fine print says while the game is going on, it's illegal.
Well, I can
So
see at the moment. I can see at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red flares and 1 yellow flare.
wow. That's crazy. Yeah, guys, we just need a good performance. This is just a good performance that we need tonight, guys. It's not going to be easy at all. It's on BT Sports 2 or TNT if you're a newcomer to the network, and so that's where the game is showing live. And yeah, so commentary is coming up right now. Kickoff is coming out right now. Shout out to everybody in the house. Emerson says, not to worry. Look far more different tops if you can see outside the media entrance. Agreed. G says, anybody watching Luton and Burnley? No, keep us updated as always. All right, Emerson's kicked off. I've just kicked off now. Gary, where are you?
No, I've still got the flags waving in the crowd. I'm about to kick off now. Underway
Yeah,
now.
well, I'm the direct feed on IPTV on my one, so we've got the direct feed there.
Yeah,
Victor says, really, Ray,
I'm 15
again.
seconds in.
Come on, our manager really loves to butt heads with the. No, he's just playing the best player, mate. In my opinion, he's just playing the best player out there at the moment. Martinelli, Saliba, Leno, now Ramsdale. Why all of this? It's because they want to get better. I actually agree with him on this one. I think Ray is the better goalkeeper overall. But look, the thing is, Victor, and this is as fair can be. If Raya doesn't perform, guess what? Ramsdale's back in. That's as fair as we can be, right? Yeah. So, guys, I'm at 1 minute now, actually, in the game.
Yeah, you're 5 seconds
Arsenal,
ahead of me.
Arsenal pressing the goalkeeper Samba, and Arsenal win it back. We've got Saka on the right-hand side now, fighting off 2 challenges. And Arsenal looking after the ball pretty well. Lens looks like Watford in their kit. It's a yellow top, red shorts, red socks. For those of you who are old school, I'm talking about 90s, 80s Watford. And not the Watford that you see now that has the black kit incorporated into there. You can see the heavy press, man. Lens is coming hard with the press. They're coming ultra hard. Yeah, it's not going to be an easy game, guys. It's not going to be easy a game at all. Emerson, 2 minutes. Yeah, it's just, I thought that was your prediction, Emerson. Victor says, it's unnecessary, really. I think if you want to win the league, it's probably necessary. I think, and also here's the other thing, Victor. There's much that can be said.
Go on, Saka.
Here comes Saka. Saka's just rinsed him. No. Here's another thing, Victor. A lot can be said that playing your favourites and not making any changes and becoming too stale in the role and not letting the players challenge. And I think in this regard, he's definitely putting them out there, and he's definitely playing the better goalkeeper statistically at the moment. Yeah, here comes Lens on the attack.
Zinchenko's got to do better than that, man.
Yeah,
he just stabs out a leg. That ball wasn't a difficult one to control. And it's the corner for Lens. Lens, I'm calling them Lens.
Yep. This is what we want to see, man. We've been trying to get back into this competition. Here comes a corner. Corner comes in. Arsenal don't do a great job with it, but Jesus comes on to clear.
And he gives it away.
Yeah. I thought he would try and keep the ball back on that one. Cam says, even to you, Cam says, if Trossard and Jesus on together can't unlock Kai, then I might have to change my favorite player back to Cedric. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so my screen's just frozen up here for a second, Gary. How are you getting on?
Oh, yeah, corner for Lens. Isn't this guy up front, this WAHL guy, WAHL, ain't he highly sought after?
Oh yeah, he is. He
I've
is.
heard his
Yeah,
name mentioned before.
yeah. Rumblings in the summer about 70 million euros, about 60 million euros, but nobody came
The
knocking.
corner comes in.
That's well defended by Tomiyasu. And guys, that's Tomiyasu in a
Oh, and
nutshell.
shot just past the post from Lons.
Yeah, that's
Didn't deal with the
Tomiyasu. Look at
corner.
Tomiyasu here. That's fantastic
We
defending by
didn't deal we
Tomiyasu.
didn't deal with the corner. Rice gets beaten, and the flick on, and it drops back off a Lons player. And I don't know who it was who shot wide, but it was wide of Reyes near post.
Shout out to you, Mark Clark. Mark says, in other news, Thomas Partey is back. Yeah, and I'm glad he didn't start today because, to be honest, I want him to get 10 minutes. If he can come on 10 minutes today
You got
and get
stronger there,
a little
Jesus.
bit of time just to check out the injury, then I'll be happy with that. Victor said it's going to bring some unnecessary fights. Let's watch this space. I hear you, Victor, man. I hear you.
Yeah, all the flares have gone out now.
Yeah, because I mean, basically, while the game is on, that's where the rules apply. And if you're caught, you lose your season ticket. And really, guys, is it worth losing a lifetime membership for a season ticket for something stupid like a flare?
No.
Right, let's see how this is going to be a tough game for Arsenal, man. We've really been looking to see how they deal with strong opposition like this. Where's the record? Where's our record? Oh, here we go. So, guys, let's remember Arsenal are unbeaten in their last 9 Champions League group stage games. We drawn 2 and won 7. I think that's our current record at the moment in the Champions League. Here comes Arsenal building up play on the left hand side.
Yeah. I know he's giving a point.
Gary, I'm 25 minutes, 25 seconds.
20. Hey, what? Say that again?
I'm sorry, I'm 5 minutes and 35 seconds now.
I was going to say, how did you get to 25 minutes? The game already kicked off.
I'm devoid of food tonight, you know. I haven't eaten most of all day. I'm starving at the moment.
I'm at 6:20.
Oh, shoot. I better restart mine.
Long throw dealt with by Saliba. And then Tomiyasu. Arsenal not coping really well early on, giving the ball away quite a bit. Lons have it back.
I'm 6:15 now.
Yeah, I'm 6:50.
Wow, I'm still behind. I'm just going to leave it at that. 25 minutes, Victor. Yeah. Hey, Victor, man, I'm devoid of food right now, man. I need some help.
I thought I was hearing you wrong when you said that. I thought, man, you're doing good if you're at 25 minutes.
Man, I tell you, I'm
going to
start
such
to
a
get into
stupid free kick, Jesus.
Yeah, it's a silly one there to give away.
Oh, but Zinchenko sticks out a foot and deflects it into the path of the long striker. The cross comes in, and it's headed just wide. That really should have been on target.
Yeah.
I don't like it when these defenders just stick out a leg willy-nilly. But free header, Rice had overrun it. Saliba had a guy at the back. Gabriel was drawn to the ball. Rice has got to hold his position a little bit there in the centre.
Oh, okay. Look, is that? Oh no. Okay, it's not a save.
Saka taken out. Too much on it. Good idea. Through to the lens, goalkeeper. So Lenz will quickly back behind the ball there to snuff out the Arsenal attack.
Cam says this kit is so much worse than our current away kit. WTF. It says City will play a strong side as well. This is the Champions League. They are playing far stronger team, and Leipzig is away from at home. Cam says 3 goals in 6 games for Luton. Yeah, they're struggling, mate. They're struggling. Bournemouth are struggling for goals. Burnley not so much actually. But yeah, Luton are struggling, man. Luton are struggling big time to score. By the way, it's 0-0 there.
Lens have nicked it again, and they're pouring forward. And the cross easily plucked out of the air by Raya. Way too close to the keeper. But they had 4-on-4 all running into the box at the same time.
Yeah, true. You can see here.
There's the ball. Look at the ball, Zinchenko. Odegaard has made a brilliant run.
Yeah, we look a bit nervous.
Good switch, Declan Rice. Come on, Leandro. What you got? He's back with Saliba now.
Cam says Raya got his rugby boots on again. The pitch is awful. Started the season like United. Sold their top 2 players of last season, Openda and Fafana. Yeah, those are the 2 players that they sold. They'd be a far better outfit if they kept him. That's for sure. I don't know what channel Gary's watching it on. I'm on the
BT Sport 2.
Yeah, me too, but I don't know why mine's is behind yours.
I'm on
10 minutes
I'm
and
on
20 seconds.
11:15.
All right, hold on. Let me just restart the whole player. Just restart the whole thing.
Havertz on the edge of the box.
Oh God! See that's made no difference. That's actually made me go backwards. I think.
I'm on Ultra HD. I'm watching it on. No, FHD.
Oh.
Zinchenko, what? Damn, man.
Well, what's that?
So Gabriel knocks a lovely ball over to Zinchenko. He's in the area. He tries the first time pass back to Havertz, and he passes it straight to the Lens defender. But the ball was perfect to him. He had to take a touch and then drive towards the line. But Arsenal win it back with Zinchenko to Havertz, out to Trossard, into Declan Rice, to Zinchenko in the centre. Odegaard tries a little flick and Lons come away.
Right, what number are you on?
I'm watching it.
I'm 12 minutes.
Yeah, 12 minutes. 12 minutes 30.
All right, okay, so I'm getting closer.
Well, they haven't stopped waving these flags yet. I'm going to be tired at the end of the game.
Oh God, that's awful. That is. What time are you on now?
12:59.
Wow.
And Arsenal building up again. Declan Rice, and he just run under Jesus' foot.
All right, that's as good as I'm gonna get. Yeah. I it just made it worse. So I've just
Saka's nicked it. Bad back pass to Jesus. Oh, what the Arsenal!
Wow,
Jesus! It was a bad pass. Saka picked it up. He rolled it to Jesus, and Jesus advanced to the edge of the area, sold the defender a little dummy, went to the right and banged it straight in the far corner. And the Arsenal fans now have the flares open.
Wow. That is quality. That is quality. I haven't seen the goal yet, Gary, so keep talking us through what was...
Yeah, so they tried to play it out. It got played into the midfield. He tried to play it back to the defender.
Yeah.
Saka's just rolled onto it. First time to Jesus. He drives to the edge of the area, does a step over, goes to the right. The defender goes left, and he literally passed it into the far corner.
Yeah, it's actually a good finish considering the guy.
Yeah, great finish.
Yeah, considering he misses so much. That's actually a really good finish, guys.
Good thing there that Saka didn't take a touch. As soon as he ran onto the ball, the loose pass, he fed it straight to Jesus, and that's what gave him the time to run at the defender.
Yeah.
Arsenal in heavy press now. It's back with the keeper. Jesus is shutting him down. Oh, Jesus does a sliding, launching challenge, and the ball just clears his foot.
So guys, isn't it funny? We're so used to seeing Arsenal having to break down teams parking the bus that when teams come at us, I know Spurs did, and we didn't win that game, but we should have because Jesus missed an easy chance. But PSV came at us, we blew them away 4-0. Lanza's coming at us. And what it does, guys, it just opens up the game for us in an attacking sense. We've got more space. We've got more chances to score. And it's just like what normal teams really have. The problem with us is we're so good at the moment that teams are parking the bus and making it extremely hard for us to score. So it's kind of a revelation playing in the Champions League because we're playing in more open games now.
Arsenal give it away, though. Yeah, so I was just watching an attack corner for Lons. So Gabriel knocked the ball. He was sent a bit wide by Declan Rice's pass, and he's knocked the ball, and Havertz missed the header for once, and it's broken Lens, and it's David Raya in David Raya's hands. Attack over. Yeah, obviously, when teams come at us, it allows us more room and space to play our football, rather than just sitting with teams sitting with 2 banks of 4. And it helps us, you know.
Yeah, it really does.
So the Lens press has receded. They're now happy just to sit five across the back.
Well, I mean, that goal quite the home fans. Great start for the Gunners. They sucked him in. It was another rope the dope, Muhammad Ali. They soaked up the pressure and got them on the counter-attack. And really...
Here come Arsenal again with Tomiyasu.
That's how a lot of teams try to play us, like Man United. That's how they try and play us, try and soak the pressure up.
Jesus, you've got to control that on your chest. So Jesus gives the ball away. He's really got to control it on his chest. He heads it, and it goes over Odegaard's head. And then Jesus sprints past Odegaard, but the ball gets played back to where Jesus would have been. He's got to leave that defending there to the midfielders and his defenders. He was never going to get the ball.
No.
You guys make me laugh. Let me deal with Emerson first. Emerson says, question for you and Gary. What record has Jesus set? Has just set, an answer will be given at full time. What record has he set? Well, I know Jesus has a fantastic record in the Champions League.
United 1-0 up. Rasmus Højlund. What record has Jesus just set? I have no idea. And Arsenal give it away again.
I know he's got a fantastic record.
Most away goals in the Champions League? Maybe. Cross to the far post.
Possibly. Cam says, how
what are you doing, Zinchenko?
In the Champions League and only in the Champions League?
Just that.
You guys. Guys, if anybody's in the chat knows what Emerson's just asking about in regards to the record that Jesus has just set. And let us still thinking about it, bro.
It's got to be something to do with goals, isn't it?
Right. Yeah, and like Cam said, he scores a lot of goals in the Champions League. So it's obviously something to do with that. And
Great
guys,
chest control, Jesus.
not gonna
Well
believe
played,
it.
Arsenal.
Guys, you're not going to believe this, but Saka gets another assist. It's just crazy, isn't it?
And Saka, Arsenal come again. Trossard, great play to get to the edge of the Lons box. They've strung 5 across the back, 4 across in front of them. So they're not going to be easy to break down at all. So Jesus is on the right wing now.
Emerson says, Clue, it's an easy, obvious answer. He's probably scored every game.
And Zinchenko plays a delightful ball over the back to Havertz. He pulls off at the back post, hits it on the first time volley with his left foot, and the keeper gets down to make the save.
Oh, wow.
It was no fault in his mind other than to hit that ball. He had no one in the box, and the keeper pulls off a really good save at his near post.
Oh, that was nearly a Robin Van Persie.
Right, sends it long. Great pass. What a pass by David Raya that is. 70-yard crossfield ball to Saka, right to his foot. Oh, it wasn't at his near post. It was. He sent it across the goal, and the goalkeeper just stuck out an arm. That was in all day long. I know the answer to Emerson's question.
What is it? Oh, it's oh, I'm still thinking about it, to be honest. I think he scored in away goals in the Champions League consecutively.
I think he becomes the 3rd Arsenal player to score in consecutive Champions League appearances for the club. So in the first two games in the Champions League, Shamak was 1. And Lucas Podolski, the hammer, the German hammer. Is that right, Emerson? Have I buzzed your bubble?
Just wait to see what Emerson says. I think that's got to be right.
Oh, United are back to 1-0. Wilfried Zaha has just scored for Galatasaray. Oh, excellent. Excellent play. Oh, Jesus. Got pushed there, ref, surely. Why don't we get these free kicks when our players get pushed over?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Going back to Jesus, Apollo. Mm-hmm. Jesus has scored 17 goals in 25 Champions League starts and 9 in his last 11 starts in the competition.
Wow, it's prolific, man. That's massively prolific.
Zinchenko, where are you, Zinchenko? And Len's come close. Difficult chance. He puts it over the bar from just in front of the near post. And Gabriel nearly got his head taken off there. I like to see that defending though. He's doing it. He's gone to dive header it clear, and the guy's coming with the volley over the bar. But I like that kind of brave defending.
Yeah.
Oh, well played, Kai Havertz. Ref, it's all over him. Go on, Jesus. Ref plays on. Odegaard. Oh, why are you trying to pass? So Arsenal nicked the ball back. Havertz does well. It's played out to Jesus. He plays Odegaard in. One touch, he kills it. Next touch has got to be a shot. And he tries to pass it through to Saka. And the chance is gone. But Arsenal still have it.
Mad.
You know, just
on
your left foot, just hit it.
Oh, Emerson said no. Oh.
Damn you, Emerson.
Oh, okay.
Arsenal are in trouble. Raya's give it away. Oh, it's 1-0. 1-0.
That's the
so
Champions League,
Raya's tried to pass it out to Tomiyasu. The ball fell short. The defender's nicked in front of him, and he's lobbed it back into the edge of the box. That wall geezer, however you pronounce his name, takes the touch. First time pass, and the guy just runs him to where Tomiyasu would have been, and he's put it in the far corner.
Yeah, it's actually a really good goal. It's a really good goal. The layoff.
They're saying they're asking for handball.
It's a really good goal. So when you look at the first time touch for the layoff and even the finish,
was the first time touch, the control and first time touch. Well, don't forget they were spread because Raya had the ball, so they were spread out to the sides. So obviously, when the ball comes back in, he's there on his own.
Yeah, that's a potential handball in the build-up, but are they looking at it?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, that's Raya's fault.
Yeah, the game's back underway.
Look at that. That's a great finish. That is a great finish.
But that's kind of like the same where Odegaard had the chance to hit it, and he doesn't. He wants that final pass.
Yeah.
You know, you're on the edge of the box. One touch has killed it dead. The next touch, you're 18 yards out. Hit the ball.
Yeah, that one's
Zinchenko's give it away, but then receives it. Zinchenko gave it away, but the player didn't move for the ball, so Zinchenko was able to run after it and get it back. Arsenal come again with Havertz.
Yeah, Raya, guys, is ranked among the lowest in the league in terms of making mistakes, giving away for goals. So that was the reason why Arteta brought him in.
I mean, to be honest, when the guy nips in front of Tommy's got to make a move towards the ball. And if he doesn't, he's got to commit a foul and don't let the guy just take the ball from you and allow him to pass it on, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you've got to give away them type of free kicks. And Gabriel, bad header. Oh, Jesus Christ. So Gabriel's bad header drops straight to the Lons player who just scored. He controls it on his chest. First time volley. It was one of them looping volleys. Raya was slightly off with his line, but lucky enough it went straight into his hands. And Gabriel's been done off the ball. Free kick Arsenal halfway inside the half. I mean, going back to the goal, I understand why the defenders are spread because Raya has the ball and they're giving him options. But once he knocks that ball long, surely they've got to come and fill back in. They can't be out wide because when that ball gets played to the centre forward, it's an amazing control on his chest and first time pass before he even hit the ground.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Arteta's going to take a lot of heat for that because Ray is supposed to be his guy. G says Havertz's movement is so good. Cam is saying, "Welcome to modern football, where they still want to squeeze in an extra 20 games a year for top players at the international level." What's going on, Shay? Big up to you, bro. Shay says, "Big up to everybody in the house. What's good, man?" G says, "Ramsdale saves that." Absolute
Trossard's
howler from
overrun it
Raya.
and then Lons have it back.
I've rewatched that.
Well
And it's
covered,
100%
Declan Rice.
on Raya. Yeah, it is. It's Raya's fault, bro. No one's disputing that, man. But you know what, guys? That's the first time we've conceded an away goal this season. But it was a lovely finish. Full credit to them for that, man. I'm not taking anything away from them. Great finish. Real sense of quality about that. It was a horrible first touch from Trossard there.
No, it's not
Shay's
yellow card. His
prediction
whistle's
is
yellow, isn't it?
4-1 to Arsenal. Shay's saying 4-1 to Arsenal.
I didn't even touch him. Get up, man.
Yeah. Shay says 4-1. Cam is saying it's going to be 3-1 to Arsenal. I reckon it's going to be 2-1 Arsenal.
He's got to be offside. Has to be offside.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be 2-1.
No, he's got to be offside. Thank you.
Oh man, Burnley have scored. Oh, that's messed me up. Come on, Luton. If you can't beat Burnley, you're not. Oh my word! If you can't beat Burnley, man, then you might as well start getting your reservations ready for going back into the Championship. Wow, Luton Town, man, struggling.
Great run by Trossard, but Zinchenko doesn't try to play the ball.
Yeah, he had a heavy first touch there, Trossard, on that one.
Raya got lucky again there because he sold Rice a bit short, but Rice was able to turn the attacking player, the defending player, and Arsenal on the edge of the box now. Tomiyasu to the byline. Oh, poor cross. Poor cross. He had 4 players in the box and he didn't beat the first man.
Damn. Crossing's not. He's all right as a crosser. He's not Cedric Soares, but he's all right as a crosser. Nothing special.
It was just a little chip and it didn't even get past the near post.
Yeah. That's the problem with our wing backs. We're not blessed with wing backs that can really deliver a ball in.
That one you just got to hit low and hard.
I think he takes too much touches on that one as well.
And here come Lons again. Oh, Raya, you've got to come for that, Raya.
Yeah, Saka looks like he's limping somewhat.
Yeah, he's just gone down. This is what I mean. It's ludicrous to even play him in this game, man.
Yeah,
it just makes no sense, Apollo.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, it just makes no sense. He picks up a knock, and we got to hope that it's his ankle. He looks like he's rubbing his.
But remember, he's been playing with an Achilles problem for months.
You know what? It's the back of his calf that he's holding. The back of his calf.
Yeah.
Or his knee.
Yeah, and I think for him as well is like he's really stubborn because if he knows that he can't do it, then he's got to be honest with the manager. He's got to say, "Look, manager."
That's a great finish. They just showed the long goal again. What a great finish that is.
It's a great finish, it is, isn't it?
I think Ramsdale saves that.
Somebody else said that as well.
I'll tell you for why. When you got these keepers that are 6'4", right, and Raya's like 6 foot touching 6'1", that extra couple of inches of reach when they're diving full length makes all the difference.
It does.
Yeah, so Saka's off and Fabio Vieira's on.
But you know what I love about their goal is the assist. He gets the ball on his chest and he volleys it over while he's in midair.
With the outside of his boot.
Yeah. That's an incredible assist. That's incredible. So yes, so guys, it's bad news for Arsenal. Saka, I talked about this in the podcast yesterday. I talked about this at the end of the Bournemouth game, that if you're not resting him, then you're going to break him at some point. And honestly, what must Arteta be thinking of now? Because Saka's like that because you didn't rest him. And it's as simple as that. Like, I'm blaming Arteta for that all day long. 100% on Arteta, that is. And this was my
Lon's in full
frustration.
press, and Arsenal
And this
give
was
it
my
away.
frustration before. So, was it his calf? Was it his hamstring?
It looked like
but
he calf back of the knee.
yeah. And you know what, guys? You know what's frustrating? They keep talking about Saka's got this record that making the most appearances for Arsenal. So they just keep on churning him out because he's made the most appearances. Who gives a damn about who's made the most appearances for
Well
Arsenal?
played, Declan Rice.
No fan cares about that. No fan cares about who's made the most appearances. What
Excellent,
we care about
Declan Rice.
who's
One
winning.
more. You should have gone the other way. Too late. Should have gone the other way, Odegaard. February was screaming for it. Oh, great ball, Zinchenko. Oh, terrible touch from Trossard. What a great ball from Zinchenko that was. Put Trossard clean through behind the fullback. His first touch was terrible, and he allowed the defender to get there, and Arsenal have a corner. And the defender actually missed it with his leg that he was going for, and it hit his back leg. He hit his sliding leg and went out for a corner.
Cam says we need not to be losing Saka for the City game. We need to manage Saka better, Arteta. Yeah, look, Emerson says it was his Achilles. Yeah, because he had the Achilles problem for months, didn't he? He said the problem's been bothering him for months. So it doesn't surprise me that it's snapped. This Ben but don't break policy on Saka is just not good. It's not good. It's not healthy.
No, it was a crazy decision to put him in the starting lineup tonight. Crazy.
And I don't know what they expect because look where you're at. What did they expect? Honestly, what did they expect?
It's only a matter of time before he picks up a serious injury and he's out for a number of months.
Yeah.
You know, so what? He's made 88 consecutive league appearances. Who cares, man?
Yeah, nobody cares, bro.
I'd rather have him fit and firing fresh and miss a game and let him start the appearance thing over again. Who cares about that, man? No one.
Yeah,
and when you think it was when you think though upon it, was Paul Merson's record that he broke. Paul Merson made it in, was it from 88 onwards or something like that? So it just shows a hell of a long time.
And he actually gets an assist today as well. That's the funny thing about it. Yeah, Arsenal's going to be praying that it's not bad because you got Man City on the weekend. He's just mismanaged. Arteta's not looked after.
Oh, Alon's in full press again. Oh, well played, William Saliba. This guy, William Saliba, he just takes the Michael. He had a bad first touch. The Lons players come to press him, and in his next touch, he just sidestepped him like he wasn't even there. Brings the ball out, checks back in, and then plays it back out to Tomiyasu.
Yeah, I'm 37 minutes and 15 seconds.
37:45.
Okay, so it's not too bad.
Declan Rice is having a good game.
Yeah, he's just quietly getting on with it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's broke up a few little passes, stepped in. Saliba again. Jesus Christ, this guy. Honestly, it's ridiculous. His skill level is ridiculous. He receives the ball from Tomiyasu. The guy's pressing him full. He just steps inside again like there was no one in front of him.
G says, where are
it's
all
crazy,
you geniuses saying Saka should play? Emerson says, Gary, your son is still trying to work out my question. Yeah, the only thing that
Now
I
you
could
give
see
up.
was the 17 goals in 25. I went to Opta on Twitter, and Opta said the same thing. Gabriel Jesus has scored 17 goals in his 25 starts in the Champions League. He's the third Arsenal player to score in each of his first 2 appearances with the club. Yeah, it was Shamak, yeah, Podolski, yeah.
It's like my teaser on Facebook today, Apollo. Did you see it?
No, I must have missed that. I've been working for most of the day.
So I've done a delivery to a world famous actor today, innit?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
stupidly, I only asked him his name, even though I knew who it was, to put into my little PDA. I actually asked him his name, and even though I knew it was him from the moment he opened the door. Such an idiot, man.
Guys, I've got a record for you. Here's a question for you guys. Bukayo Saka's just set a record. What record has he set? That's an easy one. Just head over to Opta because that's where I got it from.
Most assists and goal involvements in 7 games.
Here it is, Gary. Bukayo Saka is the first player to record 5 goals and 5 assists in all competitions this season for any team in Europe.
It's not a foul, surely not.
For any team in Europe, guys.
Wow.
Yeah, Saka's special, man. Saka special.
Yeah, it'd be special when he's out for 3 or 4 months.
Imagine we barely played 10 games this season, guys, and he's already got 5 goals and 5 assists. Richard says continuous games. Yeah, it's what, like I said, it's bend but don't break. They bend in, and at some point, when you bend something enough, it snaps. And I think that's the problem that they're going to have with Saka. And
that continuous games was only in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Handball. What's he give there against Havertz?
Yeah, I think that's on. I think that's on Arteta. I think that's on Arteta. Richard said, "Congrats, Saka. Are we in any danger of relying on him too much?" Yeah, possibly.
He's been like that for 2 years.
Yeah, possibly. But I think what we don't understand is that there are players that can just replace him. I remember when we took him off against Nottingham Forest last season, and Reece Nelson comes on, scores 2 goals and 1 assist in 1 game. So if Reece Nelson, if you can take Saka off after 60 minutes, and in half an hour, Reece Nelson gives you 2 goals
have nicked it on the press.
And an assist.
Lucky enough, they give it away. Zinchenko breaks now.
1,000%. Saka should take some blame. Yeah, I mean, I've been talking about that as well. For me, it's Arteta, but at the same time, Saka should be like, yeah, I think you need to rest me tonight, boss. I need to rest this Achilles. I don't know what they're trying to prove.
He limped off at the weekend, right? He probably missed a day or so training, got a bit of treatment. He was back in training last couple of days, but there was no need to, with Man City coming up on the weekend, there's no need to play that guy from the start today, if at all.
Yeah.
I mean, even the game that he missed in the Premier League against Leeds, remember he was sub against Leeds, and we was 3-0 up and he still brought him on. And you're thinking like, what the hell? We're 3-0 up. Yeah. What's the point of bringing him on? For what reason?
Yeah. They've done themselves, and they've only got themselves to blame. And because, you know, Gary, because they don't listen, you almost have to think, well, it serves you right. I mean, we're the ones that being punished because Saka's not playing. But if this is the way how you're going to have to learn hard facts, then so be it. It's disturbing, and it's a horrible thing to say, but you're just not listening. You're not listening to yourself, to the players. The player's body is telling you. The last 2 games he's come off injured, and then you could just continually playing him over and over again. So you're just not
Crazy.
listening.
It's
That's the player's body telling you, I need to rest. The player's
bad
not
management.
listening. The manager's not listening. So if this is the only way out, you're going to have to listen and find out. You know, as my mum used to say, typical Jamaican saying, if you can't hear, you must feel. If you
My
can't
mum,
hear, you must feel. Yeah, it's that kind of thing, man. Richard's saying, hi, guys. I get the feeling this may be a more open Champions League than some expected. Are Arsenal viable contenders? I think they are viable contenders. I really do, Richard. When I look at it hands off, the only team in Europe that I'm afraid of playing is Man City. That's how good I think Arsenal is in Europe. I think we can handle any of the Spanish teams. I think we can stand toe-to-toe with Bayern Munich. I think we can play anybody. I really do. But City, for me, is the issue. Bobby saying, piss poor management. Is this the problem? Yeah, I agree. 100%. 100%, Bobby. 100%. But it's not just that, Bobby. It's Saka as well. Saka's got to take some blame. Yeah, he's got to take some blame as well. Which is saying, big Jamaican saying, yeah, it is. If you can't hear, you must feel. Seriously, guys. All of our West Indian parents say that. Because if you don't listen, then something bad's going to happen. And if this is the only way they're going to learn, it's a horrible thing to say, guys, but they just have not been listening. The manager's not been managing the process for Saka properly, and Saka's not listening to his body. You've come off the last 2 games injured, and within 48 hours, you're starting again. So you're just not listening, man. You're not listening. It's frustrating. So if this is the way how you got to deal with it, then it's a good ball from Tomiyasu in that danger zone. It's a little bit more of a balanced game now, guys, because Lons doesn't want to come out too much in regards to us beating them on a counter-attack. That's a free kick to Arsenal. But and it's allowing Arsenal to pick up a little bit more possession because they're not pressing. Lons is not pressing as hard. So it's a little bit more of a balanced game right now.
Trossard's been very quiet.
Yeah, I don't like him too wide out there on the left. I prefer when he's more centralised.
Cross comes in. Oh, Declan Rice just missed it. Oh, and Jesus over the bar. So they played the free kick short. Odegaard drives at the defence, cuts back inside. Lovely little chip. Rice just misses his flick header, and it comes to Jesus and he blasts it over the bar. Is that a corner? No. So the goalkeeper taking 17 million bounces of the ball, but that's fine.
Yeah, because they should be blowing half time now. They should be blowing for half time. Yeah, Emerson says half time 1-1. Let me change the banner. Yeah, this is hold on a second, guys.
Vieira, you pulled out of that challenge, Fabio Vieira.
Made a mistake for the equalizer, but it's been a battle. I think it's been difficult. As Arsenal knew it would be difficult, but they have to take the chances when they open up Arsenal, because I don't think they'll get that many.
Rice looking for Vieira. So all square at half time. A really good first half to watch that. Arsenal it was who took the lead through Gabriel Jesus. Really well taken finish, his 22nd Champions League goal. But it was an equally good finish really from Adrian Thomason. Got the equaliser. The good work from Wahi to put Lens on terms at the break. In northern France at half time, Lens 1, Arsenal 1.
So, guys, it's half time and it's 1-1 we have here. It's half time, it's 1-1. Jesus with that chance just at the end there, but it's a really tight angle and he goes way over the bar. But so far, guys, it's actually been quite an entertaining game. Let me know what everybody's thoughts is on that. Gary, what's your thoughts overall on the first half?
Yeah, entertaining first half. I think Lons have caused us problems with their press. First sort of 20 minutes, it was we didn't really come to terms with it. Obviously, we give away a goal due to their press, which was down to Raya trying to knock the ball into Tomiyasu. But yeah, on the whole, we haven't really created much apart from the one we scored. And we just don't want to shoot Apollo. You know, we trying to walk the ball into the net. It was a couple of times in the half where they've gone for a pass when the better option may be the chop. And it's something that's, you know, it kind of annoys me, that does.
Yeah. A question with Richard. Richard says, with the likes of Nelson, Vieira, and Emil, do you like our depths as Premier League and title? Yeah, I do. I absolutely love them. I think the depth is what's working really, really well. You can just interchange so many players. And I think that's why the Saka issue is frustrating, because we have so many wide players. Like, we have 4 or 5 wide players. We have Vieira, we have Smith Rowe, we have Nelson. You know, we've got Trossard. Martinelli's not back yet, but when he comes back, we have Martinelli. We can have Jesus on the side. So that's 6, because you have a choice to play Eddie or Havertz up front. So we've just got 6 wide players to choose from. Why on earth? Saka came off injured in the last game against Bournemouth. He came off injured again the game before that, and now he's come off injured again. So that's 3 games in a row where Saka's literally limped off the pitch, and you haven't got the signs. You didn't get the memo.
It's crazy.
It's
such bad management.
You didn't look at this and think, this guy's limped off the field 3 times in a row, and that's not a cause for concern. Like, what? And again, I'm blaming Arteta and I'm blaming Saka. The both of you, it's like Dumber and Dumber. Yeah, because the both of you were just pushing, you're bending, waiting for this thing to break. And if it's broken now and he's out for a substantial amount of time, that's your fault. You got to take it on the chin. The African Guna, sorry for the little rant. And
no,
even
all
Alex
good.
says, should Saka have started? He shouldn't have started. Simple as that. The African
I mean,
Guna, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, we all said Saka shouldn't start this game, but we knew he was going to start, because even if he's like 40%, Arteta starts him. I won't overreact, because I do think he's still going to be fit for this weekend. But yeah, I think Trossard hasn't been in the game. We haven't been able to create many chances. I mean, once Jesus scored, I thought we were just going to go for the game. Their goal was pretty good. Like, it was on our mistake, but I mean, it was still a pretty good goal.
What a finish!
Yeah, but even the touch, like, he wow. And we were linked with that player. I think he's 18 years old. We were linked with him in the summer. But yeah, I mean, look, I still think we're gonna win this game. Obviously, our away record with the clean sheet is gone, but you know, it was gonna happen at some point. I see it as a 3-1. I think Havertz should have scored his chance, or he should have gone across goal for me. It was super weak, and it was on his, like, it was a super weak shot for me, and it was on his strong foot.
He did go across goal.
Sorry, Gary?
He did go across goal.
No, he didn't. He shot it
I
straight.
thought he went near. He did. No, he didn't. You watch it again. I thought. No, he went for the far post. I thought he went near post, but he went far post, and the keeper just stuck out a hand, and he hit the keeper on the forearm.
The connection isn't.
The keeper stuck out his left hand, saved it with his left hand.
Even if that's the case, that the connection is.
It was a side foot volley.
Ah, come on!
Yeah, it was a side foot volley.
Like Smith Rowe over the weekend, he should be putting that in the back of the net for me, like, or making the keeper. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just how I feel. It's not specific to him. I just think, you know, it's funny because whenever we miss a chance like that, we end up conceding immediately. So yeah, I mean, look, I'm not too worried. I still think we'll win, maybe 2-1, 3-1. I just think we need to create a bit more. I think Partey needs to come on. Zinchenko is playing decent. I mean, it's him and Rice pretty much in the midfield. I just think we're playing a lot of U-shaped football. We keep going, you know, to our wingers, and then we're not crossing it in, and it's just like back and forth, like a merry-go-round, instead of going for the shots. I think we need to be way more clinical in terms of going for the shots. I mean, even, you know, Odegaard has gone a bit missing in the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes of that half. He was quite involved for me in the beginning, but he's kind of tailed off. So, look, I don't think we're playing bad, but we're not playing good enough to win, you know. And I think we gave them one chance, and I mean, you can't dispute how good that goal is. So I'm not too mad at it. Raya doesn't make that many mistakes, and you know, we just got punished. So yeah,
Yeah, and talk to me about the. It's not the goal was a quality touch, but what stood out for me with the Lens goal is the assist. The ball is
yes,
high, he chests it in midair and touches
and
it.
he's falling backwards,
Yeah, brilliant,
and
Yeah,
brilliant.
he
it was
sets
an
it up.
it's one of the best
Yeah,
assists you'll ever see.
Yeah,
yeah, it was a good goal. I couldn't really even be upset. I was just like, wow, what goal! You know, like those are the ones that just, you know, even Jesus' goal was good.
yeah. We were talking about the Emerson had a question like, what's the record that he's set? And he said here, correction, Jesus was the first player to score in our third choice top. Oh,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
okay.
Oh, is
But
that
I mean,
it?
that's
Is that it,
22
Emerson?
goals.
All that for that.
22
We're all
goals.
thinking it's something major, and it's just that.
Cam says no one gets a pass except perhaps Havertz. He's been the best player this half. And he says
No
we're
way.
missing the
No way. He's been the best player this half. I
No,
think Declan
what
Rice
games
has
Cam
been the
watching?
top.
He says we're
Yeah,
missing the
Declan.
directness
Yeah,
of
Declan
Martinelli and
Rice.
Saka.
I agree.
Too many touches, slow going forward. Saka should be fine. He's cramping because of game's overload.
Yeah.
We need to take him from international break. They're not going to do that. They're going to bleed him out, bro. Richard says I'm shocked by this Arteta choice. Bakayo. How much does this show that Mikel really is still learning?
No,
Yeah,
I don't accept that he's still
yeah.
learning.
Because
If you
no, if
can't
it was
see,
Pep or someone,
if
they
you
would have
can't
rested him.
see that a player needs a rest,
Yeah.
no, I don't agree with that.
G says, don't think Odegaard has been good. He's talking to
Oh,
Bobby
that's
Jones.
handball, you know.
That was handball.
Yeah. You before they
It's,
scored, right? It was handball. Yeah. I don't know if these
it,
guys have
Oh my
the.
it's him
God,
on,
it
it
was
hit him on his
handball.
bicep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He stuck out
Yeah.
his arm, it hit him on his bicep.
It was handball, yeah.
Yeah. Saka even
But
tried to
why
call
didn't they
it, but
VAR that?
man, we can't
Oh,
expect these
sorry, I
guys
forgot
to
it's because it's
VAR.
Arsenal. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
It's because it's Arsenal. Sorry, guys. GK said, feel Arteta forcing this system of back free, build up, transition. I really don't like it. Raya with the clumsy pass and having a back step. Yeah, agreed. Alex saying the players continuously try to walk the ball into the yeah. Why? That's what Gary said. Why don't
Sorry,
they shoot?
Apollo, just touching on that point. Just touching on that point quickly, Apollo, from that the one you just mentioned.
Yeah.
We've all seen the runs that Havertz makes off the ball. If we was a team that played that ball over the top to match that guy's runs, that guy could have had numerous amount of goals already or assists. But we just don't do it. We just
Yeah, we
don't
keep
play
going
that ball over the top. Everything has to be this intricate build-up.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Efren?
No, I was gonna say I agree. There's a lot of times, not only him, but Trossard. I mean, you can see that ball in behind is on, and we just keep recycling it and then going again and again and again. And it's a bit frustrating, you know, because I think we only created one chance, two
I mean, the
chances.
trouble that we've got now.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I think the trouble that we've got now is that our two wide men, they don't go past people. They're not that type of player. They're not a Nelson. They're not a Saka. They're not a Martinelli. They're not going to beat people and run past them. They're going to look to run behind the defence, and we don't play that way.
It forces you too centrally, where you become.
Yeah, we don't play that way, so it's pointless.
Yeah. Richard said, it seems to me that Ray and Ramsdale are pretty similar in terms of ability. Not definitely disagree. Raya comes off his line and collects more, and his distribution is way better than Ramsdale. I know that they're both they're very good shot stoppers, both of them. Although Raya has a very high, has got the highest XG in the Premier League for shot stopping. I think Ramsdale was 14th in the league. Out of the 20 goalkeepers. So statistically, in terms of ability, Ray is definitely the better goalkeeper. That's why he's in there at number one. But tonight, he's going to have to come out and talk about that. He only made one mistake leading to goals for the whole of last season, which was the best in the Premier League. And I know this isn't the Premier League. This is Champions League. But Champions League, as I've said to everybody, is very tough. There's no easy games. There never has been. And the level here, you know, I talked to everybody about Sporting Lisbon. That was not even Champions League. That was Europa League, and they played us off the park at home. And for me, that was just, I know that a lot of that is predicated on the fact that Arteta was playing his reserves. But you can't do that in this competition. And to Arteta's account, he's not. He's playing a strong team. But what I'm saying is, these guys have to get used to playing twice a week. Something that they haven't been used to because they've always depended on the reserves to come in at the Europa. And so now we're seeing that the toll that it's taken on them. We're not resilient. We don't have the fortitude because playing twice a week is something that we're just not used to doing. So this is something that they're going to have to overcome. Hard, tough, grinded games. And as I said to Gary earlier on, the benefit for us is we normally played on a Thursday and then 3 days later on a Sunday, whereas today's a Tuesday. So we've actually got an extra 2 days to recover. So I think that that's a little bit of a blessing. Cam said European games will never be easy.
In touching on what you just said there, Apollo, that's why Arteta's got to rotate the squad more, because the 2 games a week, you can't keep the same 11 week in, Sunday, Saturday, Wednesday, Tuesday, wherever it is. You can't keep these same 11 players out on that pitch. You have to go to your squad more. And he just hasn't done it in the first, I know we've only played 8 games, but he just hasn't done it enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's done it a little bit, but not enough. And again,
it needs to be a bit more.
Tomiyasu starting today shows what me and Gary have been talking about. So it's not like, let's not pretend that Arteta's been completely neglected of his players. He hasn't. But Saka is your star player. He's your star boy. Yeah, he's the most important player. And the signs were there in the last few games where he limped off. I mean, come on, are we crazy here? Richard saying, I'm surprised you let the Arteta inexperience. I think that you can be inexperienced in other areas, but when a player is come off, hurt, and limping off game after game, come on, man. That's not inexperience as a manager. That's just dumb foolery. That's just foolishness. And he's got to own that. He has to own that. And I don't know whether he's afraid of by not playing him, he'll lose. But I don't believe that, because in saying that, you're saying that your other players can't produce, which I don't agree Arteta will do. I really don't know why he's not resting Saka. But whatever happens,
he doesn't trust the quality of the backup, I think. Whether it's Nelson, whether it's whoever it is, right? But
then why are you signing these players and giving them contracts if you don't trust them?
Yeah,
it can't just be from a business point of view where you don't want them to walk out the door for free.
If it's FA Cup, League Cup, I think he goes for it. But I think Champions League, Premier League, he just goes for the strongest team possible. I mean, he rested Ben White today, which is ironic, because he's played also every single game. But yeah, with Saka, you just know he's going to start. He just brings too much. He's just such a great player. You just can't replace him. And I think the way we've been playing, and actually this is something I should have mentioned, we kept going through our right side. So we've obviously targeted their left back as a weak point, because we're not going to the left that much. I mean, Trossard,
yeah, but that's when I was at the training ground the other week, I forgot to tell you this. That's part of the tactics that they work on the training ground. So when I was talking to Claire, she was saying that there's something that they always do. So what they do is they try to overload the right, and then when they switch to the left, that's supposed to isolate Martinelli or Trossard, say.
Yeah.
And we know how good Martinelli is when he's isolated 1-on-1. So that's a tactic from the manager.
Yeah, but it's not playing out. I mean, I'm not seeing that right now. I'm not seeing it really going. Like, I think it should be an equilibrium, maybe 60% on the right, 40% on the left, and it feels 80%. I mean, remember when everything used to go down Tierney and Martinelli a few seasons ago, where everything was going down our left, or sorry, Saka as well, when he used to play on the left. It just feels like,
Yeah, Shay's right. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Richard saying very good points read between games and a good thing. But that's where inexperience. Yeah, it is, and maybe you have to put it down to that. Yeah, Arteta's in his 4th year, so yes, he is still, by my accounts, a lot of the managers in the Premier League have been managing for 16, 17, 18 years. So by that regard, Arteta is still a pup. We can all agree with that. But come on, man, this is staring you straight in the face with Saka. Come on, man. Victor saying, how can you say that, Apollo, and we have a fair enough second squad? Yeah, like I said, we took off Reece Nelson last season against Nottingham Forest, and he came on and scored 2 goals and 1 assist. He came on, he scored 2 goals and 1 assist. That's after Saka played 60 minutes. So it's weird. GK says, mentioning our wingers not being the best one-on-one isolated versus last season, they had the overlap. Our fullbacks, defensive, Zinchenko inverted, doesn't get us forward the last season. Yeah, a lot of that was, especially in the beginning of the season, we struggled because Zinchenko missed a couple of games, didn't he? And then we had to have Thomas Partey invert on the other side as well. So the whole thing was kind of really messed up. I feel bad for Arteta in that way because you go out and you buy Timber, then you start the season and you don't have Zinchenko or Timber. And then it results you having to put Partey in, which means that Gabriel has to go on the bench. And there's other factors behind that. But yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, second half is underway, as Emerson said. Richard said, Apollo, you will throw in some low blows after that will put Carnell and Crawford to shame. How can you call Arteta's decisions? Because look at the results. Look at the results, Richard. The results are your prized asset, supposed to be the best player in the team. I don't think it's the best player in the team, but a lot of fans, if you ask any Premiership fan from all the other teams, who's Arsenal's best player? They'll say Saka. So he's the face of the franchise. He's the guy you have to protect. And so has Arteta protected him? No, he hasn't, not in my opinion. It's a very dumb decision to make. I would say that. It's really not good.
But look at the battering that Saka takes week in, week out, tackles flying in on him, because he does have most of the ball down the right.
And Richard, no one loves
every
Arteta
week
more than me.
tackles flying in on him.
Richard, nobody loves. In fact, probably Tom Aston, Jay Lewis, maybe them guys. Yeah, but you won't find another fan that loves Arteta more than me. But when he gets it wrong, you got to call it out, bro. You got to be fair, innit? GK says also the wings get pinned back deeper. Where our fullbacks aren't holding the width to. I think some of that as well. It's good points, GK. It's good points. Some of that is again predicated on the fact that Tomiyasu and Zinchenko have to move up to support those flanks, right? And in this game they haven't been able to because Lens has been in heavy press. Yeah, we've been facing a massive press. Even now, look, they've got 5 players sitting on the edge of our penalty area. That is full press. That is full press. And Arsenal doing well.
I think Ray needs to start going long with some of these kicks.
No, they broke the press really well there until Fabio Vieira gives the ball away. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, Victor says, let me watch the game, see you after the game. Yeah, no problem, bro. Here comes Arsenal on the attack. It's Havertz. Oh, it nearly goes.
You're ahead of me now.
Has a shot, and the ball bubbles around to the defender off the goalkeeper, and instead it heads up in the goalkeeper's hand. It could have gone anywhere. This is Havertz. Havertz picks up the ball here. He took the safe option. He goes to.
Why doesn't he hit that with his left straight away?
It's a good save by the goalkeeper with the left leg, actually. Oh, it could have gone anywhere.
Why doesn't he hit it with his left straight away, though?
He wanted to bring it. The angle was against him. That's why he wanted to cut it back in on the right, isn't it? Here it is now. It looks almost like he scuffs it. It looks like he scuffs it a little bit. Yeah,
and he hit the defender on the inside of his thigh.
Yeah, Lons got lucky there.
If you hit him anywhere else, that's going back in the goal. Only because you hit him on the inside of the thigh.
Yeah. I don't think he struck it. When you look at the way he struck it, he didn't get the right power behind it. That was a chance. You got to put that down as a chance. You got to put it down as a chance, lads.
Jesus just got thrown into the crowd, man. Jesus just got thrown into the crowd by the player. Thrown into the advertising hoardings.
Wow.
Trossard. His last 3 games for the country for Trossard. He's closest at the start of the second half of wins.
Yeah. These are the nights, guys, in the Champions League. This is what we signed up for. These games ain't easy, man. This is what we signed up for. G says, Bobby Jones, we've all been moaning and groaning about how this doesn't feel like a proper... No, it feels like a proper... I don't know who told you that, bro. This feels like a proper Champions League tie. Agreed, Gary?
Yeah,
This feels like a
100%.
yeah, it feels like a proper tie. Just how much we should rotate. We're just not up for it. Look, I think we're playing a very good team at home, bro. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Richard says, you know the press will be on the case, Saka. Let's see how Arsenal tackle second half. I expect to win. Lads aren't in our class either. Yeah, you're right about that. We're top 5 in Europe, and they're not. So, yeah, I agree with you 100%. Cam says, if things don't improve in the second half, just take a point and move on. You don't need to win all your games to finish first. Yeah, and that's what everybody said. Win your home games and pick up a point on the road. And in the Champions League, you'll be fine. So, yeah, I agree with that. I agree. But we can see that Lanz is in full press now. Raya's been doing much better. It's a good ball from Raya there to Odegaard. Odegaard's not been in the game at all, man.
Zinchenko, you got to play that with your right foot, man. What are you doing?
Yeah. Arsenal, guys, with double the amount of passes and 90% passing accuracy. Yeah. A good spell here, considering they nearly scored with Trossard. It's a good spell here from Arsenal. Yeah, it's a good spell, and Arsenal showing that position. Richard said, Apollo, I know you rate the boss, shows the levels of pressure that top managers have under us armchair and managers. Yeah, I do. I rate him highly, mate. I rate him highly. To come in and do what he's done, change the way we play, turn us into a winning team after we was in such a bad deficit, change the culture of an entire city and fan base. I think that's an incredible job that not everybody else could do. You saw what happened to Unai Emery after a short space of time.
Well played, Saliba.
Players just didn't understand his system.
Zinchenko's lost it again.
Yeah, I just saw that.
And my stream's frozen.
Why did Ray punch it like that? He punched it right into the danger area. That's silly. Why didn't he come out and catch that? Richard says, let me be clear. Man City Arsenal is bigger game than this. Yeah. It's a way bigger game than this. You have to beat City. If you have any admirations of winning the title, you got to beat City. It's simple as that.
Well, at least got to take a point from them.
No, yeah. Well, a lot of people, that's the safe way. I want us to make a statement. And making a statement, if you beat City, yeah, fans are going to, remember, you can literally beat every other team in this league outside of City. City is the one team that beats you. You even beat Liverpool last season. So if you beat City now, you can go on a run until Christmas, bro. You can spend the next 2 months.
I know. I agree. I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, we want to go and beat them, but at least that you want to come out with a game is a point. Not like give them. You can't keep giving them 6 points every season and still hope to beat them to the title.
Yeah, for me, I'm winning the weekend because I tell you what, if you don't win over the weekend, you're not passing Spurs, you're not passing City, and you're probably not passing Liverpool. So for me, you beat City, you overtake them points wise, and then everyone's going to start looking at you as contenders. You draw, you're going to be around the teams, aren't you? You're going to be below Spurs. You're going to be below Liverpool.
What happened there?
Yeah,
Declan jumped over the ball, and the Lons player coming behind him.
And then City is still on top of you. I don't think guys realise how hard it is to sidestep Manchester City. If you're above City, then the pressure is much less because you got more points than them. But when you're behind City, it's extremely difficult for them to drop points. Man City just don't drop points. So when you're
Well
behind
played,
City,
Davis.
that's a hard place to be, you know, guys.
Fabio Vieira, man. Play it on the ground. What's
That's
wrong
a
with
hard
you?
place to be, man. Jesus doing really well on the side there by himself. Saliba coming way up to help there. Yeah, Gary, I think we're playing a lot better in this half.
Yeah, I just want to see us create a bit more.
Yeah, Arteta's definitely changed something, and you know what I think it is? I think he's dropped Havertz back in the double pivot to help Rice, so we've got more numbers in the midfield, and you can see it's helping our build-up play. Zinchenko now giving the ball away. That's 6 times in this game.
That's part and parcel for Zinchenko. That's a terrible
he doesn't
ball.
normally do that. Look at that ball over there. Yeah, Zinchenko doesn't normally do that. And he's just giving the ball away so lax in possession. It's not normally his game. I'm just going to get some ice, Gary.
Okay. That's a foul, ref. Thank you. Good turn by Fabio Vieira there. Gets brought down. Come on, Ray. Do something. Why? Pass the ball to Havertz, and Havertz has got a man all over him. Well played by Lons there. Odegaard's going on the press on his own. So Lons on the ascendancy at the moment. Arsenal managed to clear one, but Lons come again. And it's out for a throw to Arsenal. We need more from our wide players. Trossard and Vieira have got to produce more. They've got to make some runs. They've got to do something. Odegaard also needs to get in the game. He's been non-existent since the first 15 minutes. Go out to Tomiyasu. What are you doing? What's that, David Raya? That's terrible.
Yeah, honestly, I would take a 1-0 draw now.
So we just need more from our wide players. They're not in the game at all.
Guys, by the way, Luton Town are losing 2-1 to Burnley. Not a good result. Not a good result.
Played advantage.
In the other game, guys, PSV 0, Sevilla 0. So it's actually it's not going too bad for Arsenal. So a draw would be a great result for us. 18 says, big up to Gary, the coach.
Thank you, 18.
Richard said, guys, I've got to ask, having heard the talk of the Reggae girls favouring playing for a particular gaffer, what's your stance on players choosing managers? Isn't that player power? Yeah, I don't agree with all of that. The players are not the managers or the owners. They're the players. So I don't agree with that. Look at the problems they had with Spain, the women's World Cup team. So, you know, and that was resolved in the end. The guy had to go, innit? So it's just one of those things, man. And yeah, it's a weird one. I mean, they signed him back on and then it didn't work and the girls were not happy. And yeah, it's just a complete and utter mess. They says, Arteta, we should.
Are you kidding, ref?
Says Arteta, we should trust as well as our players' footballing IQ. Do we match Man City, Real? But yeah, I think we do. Yeah, I think we match all those things. We're a big team now, you know. We're a big team now, bro. We're a big team, man. We are regarded now as one of the top 5 teams in Europe. We just have to prove it now.
Oh, Newcastle versus PSG tomorrow.
Yeah.
Zinchenko gives it away again.
Oh, as soon as I opened my big mouth, Sevilla just scored a goal. Thanks for that, Emerson. Man. Yeah, so, yeah, that's difficult because we probably need to win. You probably need to win because Sevilla are playing away as well. Yeah, Sevilla are not playing at home. They're playing away. So that is a gigantic result for Sevilla. That's a result that could, if Sevilla get a result against Arsenal at their place, this is a result that could see Sevilla top the league. So now Arsenal pretty much got a score to. They pretty much got a score now. Emerson says Saka's back on the bench with a limp. G says right side is completely ineffective. Vieira isn't a winger. Tomiyasu doesn't go forward much. Odegaard not playing well. Havertz is doing okay. Not sure why Gary said otherwise. Obviously, Saka and Martinelli is out.
What did I say about Havertz? I didn't say anything about Havertz.
No, you didn't, did you?
No. I think you must be talking about African Guna.
Oh,
maybe he said something.
Yes.
To be honest, I'm not sure if he did. I definitely didn't say anything.
I think so. Yes, he did. Yes, now that you come to mention it. G getting these pundits mixed up. No, that's a good ball in there. Oh, Lons went close.
Yeah, give the ball away again, man. That's the centre back.
Guys, I just saw Saka. And it's probably a good sign that there's no ice pack or any leg support. He's just walking normally, so I don't think there's anything seriously wrong. There. So, Gary's time to it's 64 minutes. Time to start thinking about substitutions.
I personally thought Reece Nelson should have come on for Saka. We've got no one out there that can go past anybody. That's a terrible ball by Gabriel. We've got no one there that can go past anybody. You know, you need someone that's going to run and commit a defender. Even Smith Rowe. Take Havertz off and bring Smith Rowe on. in the pockets, let him turn, let him run, let him go into the box, let him run behind. We've got to change the way that we're playing because it's been 65 minutes of the same thing.
I don't think it's been the same thing because second half I did say to you that they made some halftime adjustments and we have come out. We have played better in the second half.
Yeah, but what I mean is it's the same thing. It's the keeper to Saliba to Gabriel into Rice. Yeah. It's the same. There's no balls going over the top. There's no people running past the back
the movement's lacking. Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, you haven't got Eddie in there, so you don't really have a target man up there. And Jesus drops back too deep. He drops back deeper than Eddie.
So look, now Rice is trotting forward with the ball. Everyone, there's not one player that's made a run the week and pass the ball forward.
Yeah, 18 says, good call, Gary. Richard says, frankly,
and
with
Arsenal have a
the
corner.
team, I get the feeling that Arsenal are carrying additional luggage. Yeah, it's a little bit harsh, mate.
That's a great cross by Rice.
One thing I did notice against PSV when Havertz was here, he played the last 20 minutes as the the target man up front. Maybe you need to do the same with him. If you're going to play Eddie against Man City, then probably not. But Eddie's got energy to burn, bro. Oh, the God's cross! Oh, what a save! Oh, what a save! Arsenal again denied. Arsenal again denied. You got to, Gary, their goalkeeper's made 2 incredible saves for them. Their goalkeeper's the one that's keeping them honest.
I'm just about to see it now.
What a save.
That's Odegaard with the corner.
Guys, you got to put it down to
it's frozen.
Samba.
It's frozen right as the ball's in the mid-air. What the hell?
Is, guys, he hits it directly at the goalie. If that ball goes anywhere else, it's 2-1.
Yeah, he was going the opposite way, but it was close enough for him to stick out a leg.
Yeah, that referee saw the foul on Jesus and just gave a corner. Why do referees do that on Jesus? Is it me? Is Jesus a diver? I think that's the thing I might be missing. Maybe Jesus is just, look at that. It's Tomiyasu. And if the ball goes anywhere else, goalkeeper, you got to credit to the goalie.
Yeah, he's going the wrong way and he sticks out a leg. Yeah. It's just close enough for him to hit with his leg.
He saves it with the right leg, and with the Trossard chance, he saved it with the left leg. So goalkeeper's made 2 key saves there. You got to put it down to good goalkeeping today for Lens.
United 2-1. Højlund again.
That guy's ripping it up for them, isn't he? Napoli 2, Madrid 2. Inter Milan 1, Benfica 0. Here we go. Tomiyasu on the ball. Don't lose it, mate.
Oh, so Lons come down the thing. Oh, it's 2-1. 2-1 Lons. The ball comes down. Zinchenko's left-hand side. He's nowhere to be seen. The cross comes in the box, and it's that wild geezer with a first-time finish into the far corner.
Well, guys, you got to give credit to their goalkeeper, because for me, their goalkeeper have kept them in the game. Their goalkeeper, you got to give credit to their goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper have kept them in the game, and they would not be ahead in this game if it wasn't for
Apollo.
Saka.
What a finish! What a finish that is! That is a finish and a half.
Yeah, it is. It is. And the difference
So Zinchenko comes out.
Yeah.
And the ball gets played around him. He hasn't got the speed to get back. Yeah. It's cut back, and he's waiting just outside the penalty area. First time finish into the far corner. Again, I think Aaron Ramsdale saves it. I've got to say, it's just past Raya's outstretched hand, but I think Ramsdale, with them extra inches, saves it.
I don't think Ramsdale saves that. I don't think anybody does, because he's put it right in the left bottom corner. He's running on it.
It goes past Raya's fingertips. Ramsdale with them, these keepers that are 6'4", they've got that extra reach, Apollo.
But remember,
These
they got
keepers
to
that are
get
touching
down.
6 foot.
They've got to get down. Look at that. Nah, nobody saves that, mate. Nobody
I'm
saves
not too
that.
sure, man. I've got to say, I think Ramsdale saves both of them.
He's tucked it in. He's done what Tomiyasu didn't do. He's tucked it in the corner. If Tomiyasu did that, it would be 2-2. If you're hitting it straight at the goalkeeper, then that's...
So Smith Rowe and Nelson are on, and Trossard and Havertz are off.
That's 2 good finishes there from Lens.
Oh, yeah, 2 blinding finishes.
Yeah.
I've got this thing about keepers that are just touching 6'1". You know, I just don't think they... And Ben White's on for Zinchenko. I don't like these keepers that are not 6'4". Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
They did that extra little bit of reach that they lose. It was the same with Ospina.
I remember.
He was one of them keepers that they just haven't got the reach of an Aaron Ramsdale and Alisson and stuff like that. That's why they make these saves. I mean, look at Ramsdale against Liverpool, against Salah when it was going in the top corner. Gets there because of his frame, because he's 6'4". When he dives full length, that wingspan carries him to the ball.
Yeah, their goalkeeper, for me, their goalkeeper will get man of the match. For me, their goalkeeper will get man of the match. We've not really seen Odegaard involved in anything today.
No, he's been very quiet. But this is where you need the in-game management to say, look, well, this is not working. Let's try something else. You can't keep just doing the same thing over and over again. The definition of insanity is repeating the same mistakes over and over again. There has to be some form of change where you say, look, let's get a little running behind. Let's hit a first time. No, like you see Trent Alexander-Arnold do. When the ball comes to him, it's a first time pass way over the top. Set someone free running in behind.
Yep, totally agree. Richard said, respect Arsenal. Team almost always creates good chances, entertaining. Lons not making up the numbers. Yep, we knew it was going to be a tough game going in. Cam says, Tommy has to be burying that chance. When the right balls are falling to the wrong players, we are being
and they've just taken him off. The one who scored the goal, that Wahi. They've just taken him off.
And Cam says, this was coming. Arteta should learn from this. Never ever compromise with the first team. He should learn managing big egos. Well, I think he does. I think he does a good job with big egos.
I'm not too sure that's correct. He's gone with his strongest team.
Agreed.
You could probably question the sub of Vieira for Saka because it left us without a player that's going to go past anyone.
Yeah, especially on that side as well. I mean, you just bring on Nelson. You're getting player for player. Because right now, as somebody's just mentioned, we don't have any pace. We don't have any pace on. There's no pace in the team. Trossard can't go past a player. Vieira can't go past a player. There's no pace in the team.
Arsenal look all over the place at the moment. Very scrappy there. Ben White, see that Ben White has just run 50 yards to get past Vieira, and Vieira didn't pass him the ball.
Lonzo's pushing for a third.
So straight away, Reece Nelson into the game, running at the fullback. Smith Rowe on it.
Richard says, let me ask again, how do you rate our striking forward stocks?
I think we're still missing that big bully boy. We never replaced Giroud. I like Giroud. We can throw that ball into the box. I know it's not the way Arsenal play, but there's times when you need to go direct and cross the ball, and we just don't have that player that's going to go and come tower over a centre back and head it in. I think every team needs that type of player.
I think our strikers are about a 7 out of 10. I think they're adequate. I think they're good players. But if you're talking about you want great strikers, we don't have a Victor Osimhen on our team. If you want to be serious about challenging, don't go for Ivan Toney. Go for Victor Osimhen.
Who's that?
Ivan Toney is not going to be scoring you goals. He's going to give you the same amount of goals than what we already got. But his hold-up play is exceptional. G says, 2 excellent finishes for Lens. Well-deserved too. I think so. We barely had laid a glove on them. That's not true, mate. Their goalkeepers made 2 incredible saves. Good point about Saliba caught sleeping there. I thought Saliba could have come out and stepped out on his man. And he was caught napping on that second goal.
I think you put that down to the striker having the common sense to hold his run.
Yeah.
So they obviously thought he was running with him.
So, guys, at the moment, with the table staying like this, Arsenal would be 3rd in the table. It would be Lens on top with 4 points, then Sevilla, then Arsenal, and then PSV. It's not good.
See, in that situation there, when the ball gets lobbed out, and Jesus hasn't got the muscle to out-muscle that defender. An Osimhen or an Ivan Toney would batter that defender in that situation.
Richard's having a laugh with me now. Richard goes, remember your words, Apollo. Trust the force. Arsenal are a top 5 European squad. Have you opened your eyes? My eyes are always open, bro. I think what you have to consider is there's no Martinelli on the field. There's no Saka on the field. There's no Thomas Partey on the field. You haven't got Yuri and Timber yet, even though it's not going to be New Year. But just 3 players would completely change the way Arsenal play. So you're kind of struggling in this game. I mean, you're a little bit of the walking wounded because of all the players who've got injured. But you know what, Richard? Having a big squad, that's what you got to do. You got to manage that. And if that was managed effectively, maybe we wouldn't be in this situation. Look, every team gets injuries and you got to deal with them as you can. But I just felt that maybe Nelson should have started today.
Ben White's got forward more in 7 minutes than Tom Messi did in the whole game.
Yeah, and as I said, Gary, that's because
that's
of the
press. That's a foul, ref. That's a foul all day long.
Yeah, it's because of the press. When you're being pressed, you can't do what Arsene Wenger did, guys, and throw your wing backs forward into attack with hell bent for leather. You can't do that.
Arsenal should have had a free kick there on the edge of the box.
Yeah, I saw that.
Odegaard brought down.
It's weird. I jumped ahead of you, and now you've jumped ahead of me again. I'm 78 minutes.
78, 30, 38.
Yeah, it's weird. I was ahead of you, and then you jumped ahead of me. Yeah, that's a foul. Referee just waves it on. Yeah. But, home field advantage, Champions League, refs don't give Arsenal nothing. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is.
So we have to invert it now.
Did you see Jesus just lose that ball in the middle there? Shinchenko passes the ball to Jesus, and I don't know what Jesus did. He woofs on it. He spins, and the ball just runs to the defender. If Eddie and Ketty had done that, their fans would have been out in their droves.
Eddie's on for Odegaard.
Yeah, mind you, Odegaard wasn't doing much in the game anyway. He wasn't really affecting the game. Maybe Odegaard is just tired.
There's another one that's played more minutes than maybe he should have.
Yeah.
So Jesus will slot back, presumably. Maybe Jesus goes out to the right, and Fabio Vieira comes into the 8 to the 10.
Well, we need a goal, so you probably need to bring on Eddie.
I blame the kit, Apollo.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't want to say it. I was waiting. I was waiting. Oh, Eddie's on. Okay, good.
Yeah, Eddie on, Odegaard off. Well played, Smith Rowe. It's a foul, ref. Well played, Smith Rowe.
Right, yeah, a lot of teams, a lot of substitutions at the moment now. Cam says Odegaard has been completely hustled out of the game. And he says we're too over reliant on Saka and Martinelli. Should have signed someone in that position.
Smith Rowe, right? I'm not being funny. He picks up some lovely positions just in little pockets where there's nobody around him. And that's something that we haven't had in this game. Everything's been in front of them. He's picked up the ball a couple of times now, just in acres of space, and able to turn and go straight at the defenders. Here come Lons again.
It's weird because Smith Rowe can play that number 10 as well. I mean, that's what he did to back up Odegaard last season.
Yeah, Jesus is on the right. Oh, Jesus, man.
Richard said, I'll be jumping if Emil, Nelson, or Eddie produce an equalizer. Here's how much time you feel these players get to make a case for a start. It would be a longer than that. I think you got to do a lot more over a lot more longer games in order to get into this first 11, in my opinion.
Oh, Galatasaray are winning 3-2 now against United.
Wow. Yes, it's tough, man. Guys, it's tough to go away in the Champions League, but Man United are at home. That's
I was going to say United are at home. And they've led twice in that game.
Oh, you know, guys, does Ten Hag get sacked tomorrow morning? Does he get sacked? Emerson says my Christian jinxed it. No, it didn't, bro. It didn't. Ten Hag, I think Ten Hag is walking a very tight rope at the moment.
Arsenal need someone to do something, man. Someone's got to take this game by the scruff of the neck. And Nelson's running out of play.
Eight minutes left. Richard said Ten Hag is under the... Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they lose this, then that's an awful start to the season, isn't it? If you're a Man United fan. If you're the owners, it's like, what on earth are you doing? Man United, at the moment, guys, are bottom of the table. Man United, bottom of the table. Reece Nelson's barely had a touch since he's come on. I think United's problem is they can't defend at the moment. They're leaking goals.
Well, they've got Evans and Maguire at their back, isn't they?
Yeah, good luck to them. It was their decision to keep him. They could have had Rob Holding. They could have had Holdinho.
Oh, Casemiro's been sent off.
Oh, wow.
So United playing with 10.
Why is Declan Rice gone in there to lose the ball like that? That's well won back by Jesus.
Oh, so you've got to change. Lons have got everyone back behind the ball.
I know, and that's what makes it hard, mate. This is how teams have been playing us all season.
They're just not.
Favourites can play that bit, what they're doing.
No one's shooting. No one's doing anything. It's just pass, left, right, back.
Yeah.
Someone make a ball.
But Gary, when they're parking the bus, it's hard. It's hard, mate.
Yeah, but if you're not shooting, how are you going to score? If you're not doing anything, go on, Smith Rowe. Go on, Smith Rowe. Oh, keeper's made a save from Smith Rowe. He goes and wins the ball back on the edge of the area, drives the shot, keeper palm pushes it away.
That's 3 key saves, mate. 3 key
4.
saves.
Don't forget the one from Havertz in the first half.
Oh yeah. Emerson says, yes, for me, the problem is...
Oh
who
my
wants to
God.
buy
Ben
the
White's
top in
just thrown the ball out straight out of play. He threw the ball and straight out of play.
Who's that?
Ben White. He threw the ball straight out of play. He's tried to throw it to Fabio Vieira, who span and run, and he's thrown it straight out of play for a goal kick.
Wow. I mean, the good thing is, guys, we might have Martinelli and Thomas Partey ready for Manchester City.
That's a foul, ref. It's a free kick. Jesus' run was blocked.
Cam says, Odegaard's been shocking, needs to do better and not disappear from games. We see this sometimes from him, not good enough. Richard said, forgive me, there's been a third option. Lens have played well. Yeah, they have played well. Credit to them. And that's why I said their goalkeeper is man of the match. Because for me, this Samba guy they've got in there has been absolutely their best player.
Oh, Jesus, get off the pitch, man. What a stupidest foul in the world.
Is it still 2-1? It's still 2-1.
Seville 2-1 against PSV now?
Yeah, no, that was the same score before, mate. Yeah, that was the same score before. Lens is a good team. The way they play would probably put 2 or 3 past us at the Emirates.
Well, the thing is, Arteta's had a look at them. So he's got to go with a different game plan at the Emirates. Because this game plan, and they almost made it 3. This game plan is not going to work against them at the Emirates. So that's where you've got to adapt your style to the people that you're playing against.
Yeah. Okay. So it's been tidy from Arsenal, but there's just no penetration in the final third, guys.
Oh, lucky Reece.
Yeah, there's no penetration at all in the final third. And this is it, guys. It's 5 minutes left. Less than 5 minutes, actually. Yeah, style is probably, everyone's been diabolical today. Yeah, even the goalkeeper gave the ball away. 100%. I totally agree, 100%. Just poor. I think everybody gets a 4. The performance has not been good from anybody. It's certainly making my player ratings easy. Yeah, it's
good God, Eddie. Jesus. Oh my God!
Yes, already.
Jesus! So Arsenal broke. Eddie goes into the box. He cuts it back. Nelson hits it, and the defender's fallen over something and blocked the ball on the line. And then there's a mad scramble, and it's knocked up in the air, and the keeper comes and claims it. Someone's getting a yellow card here. You're going to see it now.
Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, I just saw it. Gary, Richard is asking you a question. He says, Gary, Apollo has spoken. Do you rate Arsenal as a top 5 European time? Speak.
No, I don't.
Ooh, do you rate them top 10?
Probably just sneaking in at 10, yeah.
Okay.
I think top European teams, they find a way to win. and they find they have different variations to their game, and Arsenal don't have that yet. It's this way or no way. You know, these are the players I'm going to play with. The squad rotation, although it's kind of trickling, I want to see more squad rotation. You know, different ways to play. Something's not working. For 90 minutes, we've played the same way against a team that have defended very well. And we only scored because they gave the ball away. They made the mistake that allowed us to score. Without that mistake, we don't score tonight.
So, guys, so if you look at Man City, who I think we can stand toe-to-toe with, Bayern Munich, I think we can stand toe-to-toe with them as well. Real Madrid, I think we can beat Real Madrid. Inter Milan, I think we can beat them. Liverpool, stand toe-to-toe with them. Napoli, stand
4 minutes,
toe-to-toe with them.
4 minutes added on. Arsenal have a free kick, 25 yards from goal.
So I've just named you 6 teams there, guys. I don't think Barcelona fits in. But I've just named you 6 teams. Gary, Napoli, Liverpool, Inter, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Manchester City. Do you think that we're better than any of those teams? If we are, then we sneak into the top 5.
To be honest, I don't really watch enough of Bayern Munich to comment on Bayern Munich. I don't think we're better than City. I think Pep adapts in game, and Arteta's still got to learn that. Just watching his free kick to the back. Oh, and it was over Saliba's head and out for a goal kick. Liverpool, I'd say we're better than Liverpool. But in a European competition, they'll find the way to win a game. It's difficult when you're talking about it, you know, because on our day, if we play, we can be a force. But I don't know what's happened to our play really this season, because we've kind of dropped levels, and we're just trickling along, you know. We haven't performed like we did last season in any game.
Mm. That's the chance there. Yeah, I mean, when Reece Nelson hits it, the goalkeeper's actually going the right way. It's just
No, the goalkeeper was going the wrong way. It hit the defender. Didn't hit the keeper. Yeah. The goalkeeper was wrong-footed.
I think the goalie's going the right way, but it hits the defender, which and then makes the ball go in a different trajectory the wrong way, and obviously the goalkeeper gets comes back and recovers.
About 10 seconds left. See, throw the ball into the box. Why you still trying to pass the ball to where? The goal is that way. Arsenal have a last-second corner.
Yeah, literally last-ditch chance here now, guys.
What's Raya coming forward for? At 6 foot, who's he going to head the ball to?
Yeah. We just haven't been good enough today, to be honest. In saying that, yeah, it's a hard one, Gary, because the goalie makes 4 brilliant saves.
They've had 2 shots. They've had 2 shots on target, and they've scored both goals. 2 goals.
Yeah, exactly. And we've had the best chances, and if half of those go in, we're winning this 3-2. So it's fine lines, guys.
Raya almost got on the end of that corner, you know that. Raya almost got on the end of the corner, and it bounces back to Smith Rowe, and he shoots, and it's blocked, and Arsenal have another corner. He's not going to go back to his goal, is he? Definitely last chance saloon. Corner comes in, and Gabriel headed it, and it took clear, and that will be that, I think. Oh,
wouldn't it be funny if David Raya scored? He'd make up for his mistake.
The final whistle's gone. Lons act like they've actually won the trophy.
Yeah, it's a
I wonder
big win for them, man.
if the celebration police will be on them in France.
And Arsenal second. PSV scored a late minute.
Oh, PSV scored a late
Oh,
minute
wow.
equaliser.
Okay, that's brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic. That's an absolute fantastic result for Arsenal. Because, guys, Arsenal were looking at third place in the group. Oh, what's Jesus? Jesus is all over the place there. Yeah, Lens celebrating like they've won the Champions League. It's a great result for Lens, guys. It's a good result for them. Yeah. Richard says, what I like about Arsenal is that they are willing to learn and always back themselves to play against anyone. Well done, Lance. It would be interesting to return to Champions League football. Yeah, it is. It is.
They've got people crying in the crowd and everything, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because it's emotional because you think about how long that they've been out of the Champions League.
No, I'm so glad.
Yeah, you can see what it means to them. Yeah. Yeah.
I think we was always in the game, but it's just, you know what it is upon it? It's just failure to adapt to your opponent.
No, Gary, I think they were the better team.
Yeah, but they was the better team. I'm not taking anything away from Lens.
Yeah,
but Arsenal just didn't adapt. We just didn't adapt to the team that we was playing. It was literally constant. Same thing, Gary, same thing.
Gary, they were the better team. Simple as that. Their goalkeeper made 4.
I'm not denying that. Saves. Their keepers made four saves. All the shots that he saved were all goal bound. But we didn't adapt to their game plan. And that's something that has to change. It has to have better in-game management to say, look, this is not working. We're going to try this. We're going to put the ball over the top.
Come on, Moses. You've got 11 players who were stunk up the joint. The goalkeeper is even given a fault for giving a goal away. And you come on and make a Kai Havertz. Come on, man. Come on, bro. So everyone's looking at that comment now thinking, why? Saliba's at fault for the second goal because he doesn't track him. And the goalkeeper, Ray, gives away the goal with a poor distribution. And the one name you can come up with is Kai Havertz. Come on, bro. Richard's saying, Leon, having beaten an alleged top 5 European powerhouse, the ship said, yeah, look, and they're a good team. They're a good team. They put in a good display. But for me, their goalkeeper makes this happen, man. If it's not for their goalkeeper, Arsenal win this comfortably. Yeah,
he's made 5 saves in the whole game. Yeah. Shots, all 5 shots were on target.
And then look at their finishing as well. Look at the first goal was just, find me a better goal in the Champions League than that goal tonight.
Find me a better assist all season than that.
Yeah.
That's how good it was.
That first goal was just absolutely a brilliant goal. And Mr. says, other podcasts tonight will be going ballistic tonight. If I'm not, and we're not going crazy here because you know what, Emerson, when you get beaten by a better team on the night, you put your hand up. You can't win every game. No team can win every game. You know, Man City just lost at Wolves over the weekend. No team can win every game. And tonight, you came in, you were short. You got no Thomas Partey, no Martinelli. You were short tonight. Saka's gone off after a short period. So you were short. But you still were able to create those chances. And it was just the goalkeeper made some quality saves, but some of the finishing, Tomiyasu's finish was straight at the goalie. If that goes anywhere else, it's a goal. So it's just one of those things, guys. And we have to wear that. We got to own it. Yeah? Guys, I know it's great when you blame everybody else and you point and you finger point. I know that feels good. But sometimes, guys, you got to put your hands up and you got to own it. Be humble. Yeah? Sometimes you got to be humble. What's that, Gary?
No, I agree with you exactly 100%.
Yeah, so sometimes
Lons was a good team. But for me, it's just failure to adapt and to try something different. There's got to be something there in 95 minutes where you say, well, we've passed left, we've passed right, we've passed back, we've passed forward, we've gone left, we've gone right. And it was the same thing on repeat. They're defending deep now because they already got caught. They didn't want to come out again.
Yeah.
But then you got to think, well, let's spin them around. Let's turn them round. Go see how good they're going back towards the own goal. And it didn't happen once in 95 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. So, guys, I'm just going to draw up the table. Guys, I'm not going to do player ratings. I know you guys always wait around to see what my player ratings are. I'm not going to do player ratings simply because everybody gets a 4. Very easy for me to make my mind up on the ability of everybody, even the goals and everything else. And again, this is a comment here. This is key from Freddie. Exactly hit it on the nail. We got beat by a better team tonight. You got to give him credit. And my man of the match goes to their goalkeeper. I thought their goalkeeper was fantastic tonight. Emerson says, I know I respect this watch along and the other and another, but the others know. Bobby says, Lens are 4 from bottom in the French league. They certainly didn't play like that tonight, mate. Yeah, they certainly didn't play like that tonight. Richard said, I remain confident that Arsenal will do their best to qualify. Great showing by Lonsky. And also, great by PSV tonight. They were 2-0 down, came back against Sevilla when I thought that it was over. And had it not been for PSV, we'd have been in 3rd place in this group. We're in 2nd now, behind Lens. And still a lot of football to play.
The key to this group is always going to be when we play Sevilla.
Yeah, easily. And I'm surprised PSV at home got a result against them. But again, PSV is a good team at home. Beating PSV at home is not going to be easy either. Guys, this is the Champions League, man. This ain't no Mickey Mouse Club. This is what we've been waiting for. We've missed this for 6 years. This is the highest level of football in Europe. That's what it is. It ain't no Mickey Mouse Club. Let's not pretend that we're owed anything here. Yeah, we ain't shown our faces in this competition for 6 years. So there's a little bit of level of respect that I think Arsenal fans have to have for this competition. Yeah. Victor says this is Arteta. This Arteta want to be a hybrid of Wenger and Pep. Is going to kill this team. Well, he hasn't killed us. Look where he's got us, mate. We're in the Champions League. That's all down to him. Isn't that good? It's a good thing, Victor. Stylus says, I think their centre backs was really the man of the match. They bullied Jesus. Jesus was, I mean, he took his goal really well, but his hold-up play was atrocious. He looked lost, confused. Sometimes it didn't look like he knew where the ball was. It was just, if you take the goal away, that's probably one of the worst performances I've seen from Jesus in an Arsenal shirt.
See, that's another thing. So why didn't he move Havertz into the 9 for a more physical presence, better hold-up play, and change things around? That's a great point.
We talked about that, didn't we? I think after you bring on Smith Rowe and Vieira, both of them didn't really do anything in the game to add any influence. Then I think that option went. I thought
it was a mistake. I actually thought it was a mistake to bring Vieira on.
Yeah.
I would have brought Nelson on straight away.
Yeah. Their goalkeeper was fantastic, guys. As I said, guys, look, man. Arsenal now have an important away game to Sevilla on October the 24th. That, guys, is now a big, huge game. Our home matches, we've got Lens at home, and then we've got to finish at PSV. So still a lot to play for here, but you'd think that we would have enough to qualify from this group, right? Because, guys, nothing is set in stone yet. We ain't qualified. The key is guys, we really need to humble ourselves. The key is to qualify for this group. We've got to get out of the group. We've got to get the results. And at the moment, we're in good stead. Yeah? At the moment, we're in good stead. But for me, guys, it's all to play for.
100%.
It's a disappointing night, guys, but it's not a disaster.
It's something to learn from, innit? Where Arteta has to go away, take his medicine, and learn from what's happened. So when we play Lens, when we play them at our house, you know what they're going to do. We've got to put in the game plan to stop them from doing what they want to do and implement what we want to do.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the second goal, and you look at the guy on the wing who gives the ball into the middle. He had 3 Arsenal players in line, and he places the ball behind every single one of them. That's why I was saying to you guys, Saliba, I think Saliba's at fault there because he just mistracks his man in the middle who was free to go in and slot the ball home there. I just think that someone of Saliba's quality, you've got to play that man. You've got to see that guy coming in on your back. And then that goal doesn't happen. So
yeah, but also for that goal, it's like Zinchenko comes out to try and win the ball, and he's never going to win it. And once he's beat, he doesn't have the pace to get back. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes you've got to hold your position and let the player come towards you and make him make a decision. By Zinchenko coming racing out at 100 miles an hour, once that ball gets played past him, he's out, and that guy's got a free run to cross the ball into the box. If he holds his position, that run doesn't happen. It can't happen.
Right, here we go, guys. Here's the division. This is what it looks like now. So we've got Lens at the top here. Really, really neck and neck with Arsenal. The only difference is they've got the only difference is the goal difference, really. But I don't know why. Actually, why is it? Yeah, no, it's the points. The points, obviously, they've got 4 points. Arsenal with 3 points. Sevilla have played 2, drawn 2. PSV have got 1 point. So there's everything to play for, guys. For me, it's that game against Sevilla. Because if you go to Sevilla and you get a point, that's a huge result. That now becomes the result of the whole group. If you get a point from Sevilla, that's a huge, huge game. Of course, if you beat them, it's a great result. But getting a point there at Sevilla, that's going to really hurt. That's going to hurt them badly. Richard says, Richarlison or Gabriel Jesus. That's easy, mate. Gabriel Jesus, 17 goals in 25 Champions League appearances. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but Richarlison, it took him...
Yeah, forget Richarlison. What kind of a question is that?
What, 35 goals to score his first goal for Spurs last season? That's
the worst question. That's the worst question I've ever heard. No one wants Richarlison, man.
Yeah, it's not even close. I'm not. The most goals. Do you know the most goals Richarlison has ever scored for Everton is 11. 36 starts, 11 goals. Yeah, that by no means is he. He's not even on a world scale as a striker. The fact that he starts with Brazil is probably the reason why, and he'll never win them a World Cup. Some of their famous strikers of all time, have won them World Cups. You're not going to win a World Cup with Richarlison. I'll
tell you how bad Richarlison is. Neymar offered to pay for him to get the tattoo of him removed from his back.
Mad.
That's how bad Richarlison is.
Mad. Then when your next home game, the draw at Sevilla is a huge result for us if it happens, guys. It's a huge result. But for me, guys, Arsenal is. I
think against Sevilla, it's going to be an attacking game. I don't think they're going to sit back. They're going to come and play their game. They're going to attack. Yeah. So we've got chances there.
Yeah, they're going to see what Lens has done tonight, and they're going to want to come at us. And quite frankly, I mean, look at the assist for the first goal.
That's crazy. That was crazy, man.
You've got 4 Arsenal players around this guy. He's in midair. He jumps in the air and volleys the ball. I mean, come on. And then the finish, guys. Yeah, guys, put your hands up. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands, guys. Because when you get beaten like that, can't argue, man. Can't argue with it. Can't argue.
Lens played well. But their keepers made 5 saves. Every shot was on target,
Yeah.
So he, but it happens. Our finishing wasn't great. I mean, the Tomiyasu one, he's on the stretch to get it, and he just guides it towards goal. I don't think it's a clean strike where he's actually planted. He's come and met the ball, and he's just directed it towards the goal. So you can't really say that he should have done better than that, because that could go anywhere. That could fly off his boot and hit the roof of the net.
Yeah. And G saying Lens got completely destroyed by PSV, and that's the beauty of, guys. Are we getting it yet, guys? Are we getting it? This is the Champions League. This is the creme de la creme. These are the best teams in Europe. Yeah. So going unbeaten, going away and getting a result, you need to drop that. You're going to lose games and you're going to face hostile environments. That's just the nature of the Champions League. It is, guys. It just is. Yeah. Liverpool struggled here last year as well. Man City, they'll lose games in the Champions League. They won the whole thing last year. But in terms of winning every game, this is the Champions League, guys. And tonight we got a dose of reality. And what we need to do with that dose is we need to drink it. We need to drink that dose of reality, man, because this shit is hard, man, trying to win this league. But in saying that, the factors of playing in a hostile environment, the credit to their goalkeeper, and the injuries that we're carrying. Again, no partying. Both of our wingmen were out, Martinelli, Saka. That's the strength of our team, guys. That's the core strength of our team, is those guys on the wing. And we didn't have them here tonight. So there's reasons to be cheerful. Let's regroup. Let's dust ourselves down a little bit. Let's dust ourselves off. Let's regroup. Stylist pointing out United have lost. Always a blessing. And let's get ready for Man City on the weekend. That's what we need to do. Yeah.
Yep.
Victor says, Apollo, give Ten Hag or Pochettino, and we would have won the league last season. No, I don't even think you get into the top four with either of these. Pochettino, look what he's doing at Chelsea. Come on, bro. Ten Hag, he's about to get sacked.
I can't see him lasting much longer. Ten Hag's not going to last much longer.
Yeah, look what Conte did at Spurs, and look what Tuchel did at Chelsea. This is what I'm saying. Like, Arteta saved this team from utter destruction. If we went in and brought in a manager, there's no guarantees that, just like you've seen with your rivals, right? There's no guarantees that you'll do anything, mate. There's no guarantees. So sometimes, guys, we got to be humble. And it seems like we're lacking that quality a little bit. But, you know, we got to be grateful for what we've got as well. Because we don't just have a good manager who understands the game, the modern game, yeah, and is able to bring us back into the big time after Wenger, yeah. After Alex Ferguson, United have never recovered. They never recovered under when they lost Fergie. I know Mourinho won them a Europa, but winning a Europa, what's that? We've never won it. It doesn't give you any real, you know, it's a European trophy, but it's not the Champions League. But you know, credit for them for winning it. But what has Man United done since Fergie's left 7 years ago? Absolutely nothing. So when you see, and they're the richest club in the world, by the way. So when you see things like that, guys, we need to have a little bit of humbleness about us. Yeah. Let's have a little bit of respect for the competition and the opposition. Yeah. Victor's pulling his hair out now. Look, Victor's like, no, we're privileged fans. We need to win everything. We're Arsenal. We've got to win the title. We've got to win the Champions League. And in the real world,
if only it worked that way.
Yeah, if only it worked that way. Exactly. Concrete Jungle says, I realize Arsenal don't take long range shots. That's exactly what Gary said. Yeah.
There was a couple of times tonight where players have had the ball in a position, yeah, and they've tried to play that extra pass where there was no need.
Trying to walk it into the...
Look at the two goals. Sorry, Apollo. The two goals that Lens scored, players had no other thought in their mind other than to shoot. There was no, I may be able to cross this back into the guy that's fed me for the first one. No, I'm hitting this ball. You know, yeah. The second one, I'm held back here. I'm not going to control it. I'm going to hit it first time. Arsenal don't do that. Arsenal don't do that on a regular enough basis.
Yeah. Yeah,
famous Brian, was it Brian Clough? You don't shoot, you don't score, something like that.
that's
Well,
right.
one of them great people made that comment. It's a true fact. You don't
Yes,
shoot
it
that
is.
ball, you ain't gonna score.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, and we just got out battled tonight, and we're just gonna have to dust ourselves off, guys. Cam saying, "I told you guys they're a physical transition. They're a physical transition, them, and we lost our duels consistently." And Stylist says, "Yeah, that's frustrating. Trying to pass it into the back of the net or walk it into the back of the net." Yeah, and it's if you don't shoot, then you don't know, isn't it? You got to try. You got to make an effort. And if you're not, and the reason why we became too narrow and one dimensional, because I said we lost the wingmen. We lost the ability to have guys overload the wings and then dribble in and cause confusion. That what that does is that sucks defenders in and it opens up the center of the pitch. But what Lens was doing is they were clogging up the center of the pitch where all of our attack was coming through, and then they just snuffed us out.
And as
Every
well,
single
it's
time.
like when you play Tomiyasu, he takes away the offensive option because he doesn't go on overlap. He's not going to do what Ben White does.
Richard,
Do you know what I mean? He's not going to do
spot
what
on,
Ben White
Richard.
does. And
We win together, we lose together. That's the best comment of the night. Nice one, bro. Nice one. All right, guys. So let's leave it there for tonight. Lens, they scramble a win for their goalkeeper. Was a blinder today. Arsenal are beaten for the first time this season, and now you can see what it means to be the home side in the Champions League. Their stadium, their fan support was fantastic. I thought. Well done to Lens today. Disappointment for the Gunners, and they've now got a little bit of work to do in this group. But the big game comes on the weekend against Man City. So, guys, that's it from me. Gary, your last words?
yeah, move on to City. Forget tonight. It's over, done with. Let's go get them 3 points and let's finally put this ghost of City to rest.
Excellent. Enjoy the rest of the evening, everybody. Nice one, Gary. I appreciate your time
Yeah,
tonight.
see you later, mate. See you later, guys.